Let's talk about how to get Acceltra. This is probably one of the best assault rifles in the game. Shoots explosive rockets, and now is a good time for me to show you guys how to get it. So obviously this approach is going to be minimalist, so anybody that already has a full arsenal of mods and other warframes may want to skip ahead a little bit. But those following the series, I'm obviously using Old Faithful here. We have a very basic looking Rhino loadout. Probably the only difficult one to get is armored agility because this is a nightmare mod. The rest of it you should probably have. Continuity is actually kind of replaceable because
is a riot.
Realistically speaking, the main powers we're going to be using for Rhino is maybe the skin. But you want to prioritize use of the Rhino Stomp followed by the Roar. This is because there's going to be an enemy that we need to slow down or stop. Rhino Stomp does this pretty well for us, and this is going to up our damage as these enemies that we're trying to slow down are quite tanky. So both of these abilities are pretty key. These are what you are going to want to prioritize. So with that in mind, you may even take armored agility off and put something like vitality on so that you don't take quite so much damage. Continuity then is a bit of a luxury here. Realistically speaking, by the end of those first 8 seconds, you kind of want to have that enemy down. So make sure you are bringing something serious to the fight. My clan happens to have the Ignis Wraith, so I've taken that. If you want an alternative, you could also take the Arcoplasmor. That's a very strong weapon, which is available in the Tenno labs, or a very good melee weapon if you happen to have one. I'm just kind of working my way through stuff at the moment. But either way, that should be enough of a basic setup to get you through the mission that we need to be doing. Now, you might obviously already know, based on the series, but just so that everybody is aware, this drops on the node. This is its own mission type. There are similar mission types throughout the rest of the system, but this is the best place to be farming this particular weapon. So what we want to do is we want to go into this mission, and it starts out fairly similarly to a survival. So it's going to ask us to hack into a security panel here, and then instead of it counting down a timer, instead now what's going to happen is we're going to get continual enemies, and we need to put those enemies down until we get the correct looking keys. I'll show you guys when we get some on the ground in a second. So this ends up being mega convenient for me here. As you're taking enemies down, you'll find they drop keys that look like this. And this dropped right next to the correct tower here. This isn't obviously always the case, but we dropped that in there. And what's going to happen is now we're going to start hearing a beep. We just need to kind of like look around because we want to beat it to the tower that we just put the key into. There we go, I can hear it now. It's pretty much ahead of me. So we're going to get my damage boost on. We're going to give this a slow. And then we want to put it down. As you can see, these have a lot of damage. And this is actually one of the enemies that drops the Acceltra. So this is the one you want to farm, the Demolisher Charger. And believe it or not, that's actually one that has one of the lower amounts of health. And basically, we need to keep on doing that until we get the Acceltra. So, just one more time, we've got the white key this time, the white triangle. Where are you on the map? I'm going to assume you're towards the red. Let's go on over. Drop it in. And we'll wait for the next one again. Obviously, I'm carrying some energy here because this is one of those missions where you just can't afford to not be taking it seriously. Because if it reaches the tower, then we miss out on the loot. So, here we go, we've got it coming up now. Sometimes they can get stuck, so it can get a little bit eerie if you're not really far away. I've got an example of it here now, though. Let's get damage on. Stun it. Oh, I'm out of energy. Let's hope this goes okay, because I'm out of energy. And there we go. As you can see, it's 4 keys per round. So, just keep on going. I believe it's something like a 1.25% drop chance. So you're going to have to do quite a few of these, I'm afraid, if you want to get the Acceltra. You can also get the Icarius, which is a similar weapon for your sidearm. And that is basically how you get the Acceltra. I hope that helps you out.